Sorry. Hello, guys. Can you all see my screen now?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, we can.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Today we're going to continue with blocks as superstructure. I won't take much of your time today. So, in the next 30 minutes, we should be done. So please let's just pay attention. And please try to mute your mic. Though I'm going to mute everybody right now. So thank
Okay.
you. Can we start now?
Yeah, we
You
can.
can.
All right, thanks. So I'm going to put everybody on mute. All right, thank you. Is my screen still showing?
Welcome. Yes.
Yeah, still.
So today we'll be looking at superstructure. We'll take the first item, which is block work. Block work. Deductions. Concrete in lintel. Form work. Yeah. For the reinforcement, I won't touch that today. That will be done when we are doing our reinforcement schedule. So let's just stick with this for today. So we start with 225 mm block. Hello guys, can we all see what I'm doing?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we can
can.
see.
All right.
Yeah, I can see it.
Then we all know that our block wall is equal to our perimeter, which is our guards, multiplied by the height, which gives us an area. Let's go. Like I said before, what do you need for superstructure? You need total guards, guards, and height of the wall. So we can go into our previous work we've done and pick the format painter tool over here. Click on it, then make this green, blue, and make the cell where you want to input your data green. Then you come here. Okay, now there's something I want to clarify here. I could use this guards times height for just a floor. But what if I want to work on multiple floors? How do I go about it? I could just make this floor one, come down and make this upper floor, the second floor, the third floor. Anyhow you want it, anyhow you want it to work for you. Just understand what you want to achieve with your work. in some cases, you might need to, in some kind of cases where you have the same kind of upper floors, maybe the you have the same floor in the ground floor, upper floor, second floor, first floor. You just need to multiply your answer times the number of floors you have. But if you have different kind of floors, different guards on different floors, you might want to separate your work. You know what I'm saying? You might want to separate your work. So, but let me just make you understand the basic thing to do. So this is equal to your guard multiplied by the height. You can call this ground floor. Then let me name this gable. Now for gable, we know our gable is equal to half base times height. In case your walls, you have a building that has a gable with it, you can always make it here in your Excel. All you need to do is half base times height. So you can just go into and equate it to 0.5 multiplied by your height. Then anything you have here would be the summation of your total area. Sum, close brackets.
Why
Are we all following?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's
Then now we move on to the okay.
I just say discharge. No, they no discharge. You know, say because no.
I don't need to sum this up yet since I'm still going to deduct. So I can leave this open for now. Then I come into my deduction. Now, like I explained to you earlier, your deductions should be in red. Should be in red. Now, what are the things we deduct for? We deduct for doors, window, and lintel. You can go here and write in door. Door one. So assuming you have 3 kind of doors in your building. For now, let's just stick with 3 as an example. And say you have window also. You have 3 type of window. And we can go into let's put an header over here. Open. Then the number of opening we have. Then the next one should be, you know, there's rule for measurement, which is always width times the height of the opening. Then you go again into your width by the height. You make this blue also. Then we'll now go and write our door one. Assuming we have just 3 doors, then you go window 1 also. Assuming we have just 3 windows. Then the next thing we do is, now we've already accounted for doors and window opening. Then now we also have to account for lintel opening also. For the lintel, the space is going to take in the block wall. I can just copy this and paste it down here. And I can make this cell red and this also red. Now, every opening you see here, from the door to the window, you know they all have their lintel. They all have their lintel. So we go into the lintel area and we write the same thing. So I can just go copy and paste. So whatever you have in your opening, you have a lintel to it. I can just clear this since I don't need it. Yep. Now, how do we get the results for door openings? Very simple. We go to the resultant cell, the number of door you have. If you have 2 doors times the width of your door times the height. The same thing applies to your windows also. Now, for our lintel, it has a sort of different mathematics to it. Because our doors, if you have a door of 0.9 by 2.1, it's just a straightforward calculation. But for your lintel, you know, when you have a window of 900 mm, you have to add 2 projection to it, which is always 9-inch, which is 225. So if we do 225 times 2, that's 450. So we're going to add 450 to every of our width here. But how do we do that in the equation? Very simple. First, let's equate the lintel cell to the doors and window above. We can come here and say this cell is equal to the first one, enter. Then you drag this down. Now, for lintel, we only need the width of the window and door. We don't need the height. Let me give you an example. If you have a window of 900 mm here, 0.9, and a width of 2.1, and you have this as, say, 3 doors, and you have a window, okay, sorry, let me take Christian, she's, okay. Christian, good afternoon. Hello, Christian. Okay, let's continue. Now, let's say we have a window of 1.2, a window of 1.2 by 1.2. Say we have 2 of that. Hello, Tayo. Hello, Tayo.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Tayo.
I didn't say anything. I didn't raise up my hand.
You clicked on the raise hand button, but it's okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, let's continue. So now for your window, you have two of 1.2 by 1.2 sizes. Now you can see because I equate this to the windows and doors, I can have this stuff over here. But now, what is the area of the lintel you want to deduct? The area of your lintel is obviously for a door of 0.9, you're going to have 0.9 plus 2 projection, which is 0.9 plus 225 plus 225. That will give you 1.35 by the height of your lintel, which is 0.23. But how do I tell Excel to add projection? Very simple. Yeah, I just go into the results cell and equate it to, and write the formula 3, the number multiplied by open bracket. This particular width, we want to add our two projection to. We highlight it plus 0.45 close bracket multiplied by the height. So that is your lintel area for that door one. Then you take this and apply it to the entire shape. Then it's here we now come and have our deduction. So now remember we have our opening, our guards here, and these cells here are doors and window openings. And here we have our deductions for lintel also. So how do we subtract this? Very simple. You can use sum, and you can use the normal plus and minus. But I prefer to use sum because there are times where you want to insert new cells. It helps you that way. But if you use plus, minus, and you intend to insert a new cell in between these worksheets, it will not be included in your total sum. So it is better you use the summation formula to do it. So how do I do that? I equate it to the sum of the first two, which is the total gross area of our block wall, minus the sum again the sum of our door and window opening, we close the bracket, minus the sum of our lintel opening, close bracket, and enter. Now you see we're having minus here because we've not fixed in a GAT. So assuming we have a GAT of say 120, and you have the normal height of a room level as 3 meters. Now assuming you have your building as 10 meters by 12, and your gable will be, let's just use any figure for now. Let's say your gable height is 10 meters. Sorry, the width of your gable is 10 meters, yeah, by height of 3 meters also. So let's assume we have 3 doors of 900 mm. We have bedroom doors. We have 0.75 by 2.1. And we have bedroom windows 0.6 by 0.6. You can see how it brought out everything from immediately without issues. Now you now go to your lintel. Your lintel will have the same thickness definitely. So you can just drag this down here. Yeah. Mind you, the wall we are doing here, we are working on 225 mm block wall. So you can always equate this to 0.23. You can always equate this to 0.23. When you want to work on 150 mm wall, this becomes 150 mm. Yep. So that's for our block wall. Now move to the next item, which is, okay, we've done the block work, deductions. Now move on to concrete in detail. For the concrete in lintel, concrete works. This is very easy. Remember, this is a meter square. Don't forget, always add your units to it so you don't mix it up. For our concrete works, what do we need also? We need our the width of the door by the width and thickness. So we can copy this. So for concrete, we just go into our concrete and take. What we need here is also the same data we use for our lintel works. You can come here and paste it. But here we have our width. Let's call this length, width, and thickness. So now for our lintel work, we're also gonna equate. Now your lintel concrete is definitely, we're gonna use this same data we have here for our lintel works. How do we do that also? We equate this to this. Drag this down. So anything we have here, you can copy this also, copy and paste it here. So you see that it's the same doors and window we have that we're using for our lintel concrete works. Now, why I'm making this like this is because the whole essence of this is to make your work easy. So is that when you input your any data into this portion, it gives you everything else you need. Our length of we need the length which is also equal to the width of our opening. Can equate it to this also. Drag it down as well. Now, what's the width of our lintel? We need to know the width of our lintel, which is also 225. The width of our lintel for concrete works for the door is 0.23. 0.23. Now, the formula here is going to be equal to, now there's something I'm going to do here that might be trickish, but it's actually very understanding. Now, we all know that if you have a door of 900 mm, you also have to add two projections to it, or two extension, which is the 900 plus 2 times 0.25 for extension of your lintel. So I can just go in and say the number of my door multiplied by the length plus 0.45, which is for the projection, the close bracket, multiplied by my width by my thickness. That's all. That's the same formula you have to everything. Now your width is always the same thing across. You can always drag this down. Same thing with your thickness. But if you are working on a 150 mm wall, your thickness will have to become 150 mm. Your thickness will become 150 mm. But in this case, I can just equate. It's either you drag this down from here across the cell, or you can equate all these cells to the first one, anyone that's convenient with you. So we can get our total here as the sum this is meter cube look at window 3. You can see we have the parameters for this, but because there's no value for the number of window and the length, here is giving us 0. So until your numbers are complete, until you have a complete data here, before you'll be able to get a result. So let me include a window in our opening right now. Let's assume we have another window, 3 windows of 1.5, 1.5. Why are you giving me this? Now we've achieved our concrete works. Let's format this and make this green as it should be. Yeah, green. Then we go on to the last one, which is our form work for lintel. What do we need for our form work? For our form work, all we need is the total length and the number. You need your number. Now, what's the formula for finding form work for lintel? You could use the area of the lintel. You have 225, 225, 225. That's times 3. You have 675 multiplied by the total length. Why for some they want to use each side times 3. So it depends on how you want it. Okay, let's make it times 3 so it's easier for everybody to understand. Length so I equate drag this down also. the same length we are working with here, which is our door length. So we're going to pick our door, which is this. And just drag this down. Good. So now, how do we get our lintel? For me, I would like to use this method. I know our lintel has some kind of our lintel for 225 block wall. One side of it is 225. The base is also 225, and the outer side is 225. So which gives us 675 in total, which is 0.68. So I'll be using that 0.68 to multiply the length of our formwork. So that would be, yeah, I'll take the total number of formwork multiplied by, again, the same thing I did as before, which is the length of the opening plus 0.45 close. So that gives us the total length of our concrete, which we want to use our formwork to. So that's 0.5, 0.9 length of the door plus 0.45 extension multiplied by 0.68, which is the total width of our formwork covering that particular lintel. Remember I said our lintel for 225 block wall is the first interior, the inner part of the lintel, which is 0.225. Then the base of your lintel, 0.225 again. Then the outer part of your lintel, which is 0.225 again, which gives you a total of 0.68, which is what I did here. But if your lintel were to be 150 mm, it's going to be 0.25 plus 0.15 for the base plus 0.225 for the outer part. Just understand this principle of working. Then you can always apply it as you wish. I don't know, my keyboard has been giving me issues. I don't know why it keeps scrolling itself. So we drag this down. Then the sum of our total meter square. So that's that for formwork. So that's all you have for block wall. Now, if you want to make a 150 mm block wall, it's the same thing. Just copy the same data you have here. Copy the same data. Just paste it down and make this 150 mm. Yep. Then that's all. Then just go through your work and look for where you have the difference, such as this place. I think this is the only difference. Then your formwork, your column, your what was it called? Your concrete works will be different. So let's use our calculator here. So I think you guys should try and make and do this yourself, the one for the 150 mm block. So it gives you better clarity. Let me clear this. So again, let me go into our 225 block code and repeat all I've done here again with different values. Please don't when you are debating figures, don't empty cells with formulas. Or if you do that, you're going to go back and repeat the whole thing again. Good. Now, see our block wall, our concrete works and formwork are all empty, no figures. Now let's say you have a new job whereby you have to produce your block wall, your concrete works for in lintel, and your formwork. Very simple. Because you have this template now, just go into your GAT. Now let's say we have a GAT of 90 meters by a room height of 3 meters. Assuming you don't have a gable work, fine. You have a door of you have 1.2 mm, 1.2 meter door by 2.1 height. You have one of that. Then you have two of 0.9 by 2.1. You have one of 0. By 2.1. Can just drag this down. Then you have a window of, you have two windows, 1.2 by 1.2. You have another window of just 0.6 by 0.6. Now you can see by default, it's giving us the total area of our deduction here. But you can see our lintel work is showing 0. That's because we've not completed our data entry in lintel works. Now, what is the height of our lintel? Obviously, it's 0.23. It's the same height all through, so you can just drag this down. And that's it. So you have a total area of 256 meters square. Now you move to our next item, which is concrete works in lintel. See, it's 0 because we've not inputted our width and thickness. Now, what is the width of our lintel? 0.23. Okay, I think I'll call this, I don't know, anyhow you understand width and thickness, then the thickness is 0.23. But if it was a wall of 150 mm, your thickness is going to be 0.15. Don't forget to change that. So I can drag this down here. I can see we already have a value for this also down. Then next item is our formwork. You can see we already have our formwork already because of the way we put in our formula here. We have our formwork already. So in less than 5 minutes, I have my block, my lintel concrete, and my formwork to lintel. That's all. So now I'll take questions from anyone who wants to ask questions. So if you want to ask questions, just kindly raise up your hand and I'll unmute your mic. Okay. Yeah, please. Hello, do you have questions?
Is it me?
Yeah, you raised your hand.
Hello? Yes, I need clarification on the formwork.
Okay.
I think you should go all over it again.
Can you see my screen clearly?
Yes, I can.
Now, for your phone work, how do you calculate your phone work? Now, what I did here was very easy. You know your phone work has.
Let's to put this cylinder inside the boot.
Okay, I think. You know our phone work has 3 sides to it. For your lintel, it has one part which is inside, it has the outer part, and the one beneath it, which is 3 sides, and each side is 225. So if you multiply that 3 sides times 225, you have 0.68. I think I should use a where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Are you following me?
Yes, I am.
Can you see my screen with the triangle, with the rectangle?
Yes. Yes.
Look at this first place here, this particular region, for a lintel, 225 mm height. The base also is 225 mm width. Why this side? Now, when you add here and here together, total of 0.675, which gives us 0.68. So what I did was, in my formula bar, in this cell, I multiplied the 0.68 by the total length. Now, for the window, for the door opening over here, you have the length as 1.5, 1.2 meter. Now, mind you, in your calculations for lintel, you're going to add 2 extension, which is 0.23 and 0.23 at the other extreme end of your columns. So which means your column is going to be 1.2 plus 2 times 0.23, which leads us to 0.9 plus 0.45. I don't know, maybe you understand. If you don't understand measurements, you might not be able to understand what I'm doing in this sheet. But like I said, you have to understand measurement properly before you can even understand how to work on Excel. So I don't know if I can give you any more clarity, but with this triangle, with this rectangle I have on the screen, I think I should be able to explain it to you better. Once again, this is a lintel, for instance. I think I should just delete this. This is a lintel, for instance. This area here is 225. Here is 225. Here also 225. So that gives you a total of 0.68. The perimeter, the total width of this formwork now is 0.68 multiplied by the total length, which gives us the area of your formwork. Does anyone else have questions? Hello.
Okay, good afternoon.
Hello, go ahead.
Good afternoon. Yeah, still on this form work. I understand your explanation thus far, the 0.68 and the length, but looking at it, the length, we are adding 0.45 to the length. So at the base, if we have a window of 1.2 meter, we're adding 0.45, that will give us 1.65. That 1.65, is it not only applied to the two sides, front and back, why the base will still remain as 1.2 because it is not extending out because of the opening. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do. The problem.
So I
Yeah,
don't.
I get
Are
what
you
you're
clear?
saying. Yeah, I'm clear with what you're saying. What you're talking about is basically the little extension underneath the column, the lintel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but mind you, on site, if you want to calculate your lintel that way, no problem. But the difference is very, 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 very minute. Mind you, on site, if you have a lintel of 1.2 meter plus 0.45, which is 1.65, the formwork that will cover that length will be around 1.7 or 1.75.
Sure.
You understand? So give or
Yes.
take, this covers everything in total. You understand? But if you want to
Oh,
work that way, like I said, once you understand the principle of measuring that particular item, you would know
yeah.
how to configure your Excel sheet to give you the results. But for me personally,
Okay.
this is how I want to work my own.
Okay.
You understand? You might
Yeah,
want
I
to
do.
do
Thank
yours
you.
differently. You get what I'm saying? So anyhow it works for you. At the end of the day, your result might just be a little bit, maybe 1% different from what I'll get here.
All right. Thank you.
So you're welcome. Hello.
Yeah, I think the point I was trying to raise initially was what the guy just said. By
Okay.
doing it like this, you'll be over measuring.
Uh,
But
if you say so,
I understand your strategy now, though.
yeah. Like I said again, everything is based on clarity. Once you understand how
Yes.
to measure, you'll be able to configure your sheet any way you want to. I could as well have done this in a different way. Like in my form work, I could have done maybe taking my length. I see my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen.
I'm taking my length, this particular length alone, times
Mm.
the two sides. Now plus it by the under again, which is also very accurate.
Yes.
You could do that too. I think we should do that and see how it turns out to be.
Okay.
So let me delete this. Are you following?
Yes.
Where's that guy again? Fed up. Okay. I think we should do that together. So you're on mute, so you could speak up to contribute to this. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
So now we equate this to. Now let's take the first side, which are equal, which is 1.2. Open bracket 1.2. So what do we add to this now? We add 0.
0.45.
0.45. But you know, this one has to be multiplied by 2 because it's two sides.
Yes.
Are you following? And what's
Yes.
next? We now go and take, you have to put this in another bracket so that Excel doesn't override your formula. That's for one. Then we now go in and take the next one again, which is the one underneath.
Yeah, this is 1.2.
We have to plus add it to that one, right? Doing addition, yeah?
Yes.
That would be 1.2 again times 1.2. Oh, so what do you multiply this with? By the width of.
You multiply everything by 0.23.
Yep. Good. That means I have to open another cell again and multiply.
Yes, another bracket.
That bracket, so it doesn't. Then multiply this by.
0.23.
Yep. Voila. That's it. So you can see that, but for someone who's just starting, this problem might be too complicated. You get my point. But like I said, whatever works for you, we just understand the formula,
The principle.
principle, then you can apply it to Excel. But always apply your resultant formula in your result cell so that you can always come into your parameters cell and just input data and gives you your answer. You don't have to always come and start putting saying length, then extension over here. No, it is stressful. Just try to make sure all your formulas are stocked up in your result cell and you have your entire data. Meter square. So anyone else with question? So we can end the this session. Just use the raise your hand button so I can see you on my screen.
Sorry.
Ifedapo.
Yeah, sorry. This formula is still a bit confusing. We took the length and multiplied by 0.45. So why are we multiplying by 2 again? I don't know. Please
No.
explain.
It wasn't multiplied, it was added. Can you see my concept properly?
Yeah. I can
Now,
see it.
the first one, the M1331 is the cell which has the length.
Length.
We added the two
Yeah.
extensions to it, which is 0.45, which is still a meter.
Yes.
Then
Oh yeah, true.
the times 2 is the two sides, which are
Oh,
the same length.
front and back. Oh,
Then we now added
okay, that's true.
under to it, which is the 1.2 without the extension.
Okay, that's true.
Now multiplied it by
Okay.
0.23.
Oh,
This is the height.
okay. It's clear now. It's clear now. Thanks.
So like from here, it gives us the total perimeter. Then now multiplied by our height, it gives us the full area of the formwork.
All right. Thanks.
So I think
Okay, thank you.
for today.
Yeah, then
Just
one more question. Sir.
okay, go ahead.
One more question. When doing the block work, please can you go back to the block work?
Yeah, I'm there already. Block work.
Okay. You took for one floor, you took the ground floor, then you took gable. What of in a case where we don't have a gable wall? How do we do it? It will just be there. It will be
See my sheet
just
now.
be 0.
It's not that the gable wall is 0 because I don't have any
Yeah.
data on my gable wall, so it doesn't affect my result at all.
Yeah.
It's just 0. It's nothing. But once I input data here, it's going to affect the outcome of my total results. So if you don't have a gable, just leave it like that. Like in this place now, if
Okay.
for instance, this particular calculation is the same thing I'll be doing for the next upper floors, I could just come here and multiply my total result by number of floors I have, since it's the same thing going upward. But if it's not the same thing going upward, but I have to make my work very clear by doing ground floor block wall, first floor block wall, I can always copy this entire calculation and paste it and say floor 1, floor 2. You understand?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Thanks.
So thank you guys for today's lectures. Though I'm sort of disappointed that it is very low, I'm seeing just 19 turn up. But it's okay, it's free. So anyone who wants to join is available. No problem. So thank you guys for today again. And it has been showing support financially for my data and for because I have to turn on my generator for at least an hour or two. Once again, thank everybody who has shown support. I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you all and bye bye.
Sorry, please. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, sorry. When is the reinforcement class coming up? Is it the next class?
Yeah.
Exactly my next question.
Yeah, the next class.
Okay.
Okay.
I purposely want to leave that as probably the last class or so, but that one is very, very essential and it's going to be very, very long.
No problem.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
For your participation.
All right.